fellow Rwandans, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings to you all. May you have peace. This is Michael Mopende bringing you today's program on your channel as usual. In today's discussion, I will focus on Rwandans accused of terrorism by the Kigali government. Recently, the government of Rwanda, through its agency known as the National Counterterrorism Center, or NCTC, accused 25 Rwandans of allegedly engaging in acts of terrorism and of supporting terrorism through financial means, what they called financial terrorism. Here is how I view Kagame's blacklist of those 25 people. This is my take. Kagame became angry because he was deprived of what he considered his right to enter into the Congo, to seize territory, to loot and plunder freely, as he has done for all these years. The allegations was out of anger. Otherwise, why hasn't he condemned these people and their organizations for all these past years? If Kagame is now resorting to labeling everyone who criticizes him, especially those who fled the country and live in exile, as terrorists without any solid evidence, that is a very serious issue, because it violates international human rights. Critics and opponents of the dictatorial regime in Kigali have a full right to live freely in whichever country they have sought refuge. Their lives should not be controlled or dictated by Kagame's regime, a very unpopular regime built on lies, oppression, cruelty, and betrayal. If you truly want peace and security, whether dealing with armed opposition groups or peaceful critics, that goal cannot be pursued by silencing dissent or labeling other governments or individuals as enemies. To fabricate charges or call critics, journalists, or everyone else who disagrees with Kagame's regime a terrorist without evidence or legal process proving it, it violates international law and increases repression. But such tactics will not succeed because the Rwandan authoritarian system has been exposed. For peace agreements to last, these must be based on transparency, accountability, inclusiveness, and respect for human rights. When the truth tellers and independent thinkers are silenced, true peace genuine reconciliation, and mutual trust can never be achieved. International organizations have both the responsibility and the right to assess and promote those principles I have mentioned above. Even if certain authoritarian or extremist political regimes' interests may try to obstruct that. In the next program, I will explain in more detail the reasons behind those accusations. In all political struggles, truth ultimately prevails. Lies and deceit never solve problems. Rwanda faces deep, serious challenges affecting its citizens, and these must be resolved urgently. Rwandans should not be distracted by such political games like that list of the 25 people. Instead, they must focus on the real changes needed to improve their country. Rwandans are being killed, impoverished, and dispossessed without compensation. They are discriminated against in many ways. The country's wealth is monopolized by Kagame, his household, and his close associates. He has dragged the nation of Rwanda into perpetual wars to serve the interests of foreign powers. Kagame came to power through conspiracy. Yes, he conspired with Western powers to betray the Rwandan people because of his excessive greed. He agreed to become their tool. Fellow Rwandans, Kagame is nothing other than a puppet to the West. That's why he often doesn't know how to conduct himself politically, whether in Rwanda, the region, or on the international stage. The clean streets, tall buildings, and business projects you see in Kigali, that's where those praise songs come from. That's where they are composed. But none of that benefits our ordinary people of Rwanda. All those are Kagame's and his master's projects. All the money Kagame uses are from foreign aid. The foreign aid which he diverts for his own business ventures, later pretending to have used it for development, and then demanding more. The support Kagame has long enjoyed from Western countries for his authoritarian rule, mainly for guarding access to Congo's resources, appears to be coming to an end. Rwandan troops are being used to serve Western and foreign interests. But now it's increasingly clear that even those powers are losing faith in Paul Kagame. Meanwhile, Rwanda's youth see all this clearly, and they cannot support it all. Change in Rwanda may come in a way that may surprise everyone. Kagame is just a self-serving tool. Everything he does is for his own benefit, not for the Rwandan people. The wars in the Congo, the accusations against exiled opponents, all of it is Kagame's way of distracting Rwandans, blinding them, and continuing his oppression. Fellow listeners, Rwandans, thank you for listening to this program, and until next time, goodbye.